What's up, guys? This is Rise and welcome to another video. Today we are going to be showcasing a team I used to get to 2800 in the Go Battle League as we approach the legend rank hopefully this season. And if you haven't been following me over on Twitch, I encourage you to follow me there. It's been a fun season so far doing a sub-lock challenge where you guys have the power to ban Pokemon I'm using and force me to use other stuff. We had something crazy like 40 bans. So we were running some pretty nonsensical Pokemon like Dedenne and Crobat. It was getting kind of crazy. But we have the opportunity, if someone's generous enough to gift 5 subs in the challenge, we can revive a Pokemon. So we actually had the ability to revive Sandslash, revive Azumarill for the time being. And then we paired it with Charjabug. Now, Charjabug, very good in seasons past, right? Hasn't been as popular lately. We're going to see how well we can do with the bug, with the school bus. Mr. Charjabug in this squad. And we'll get things going. Playing against Ashish here first off. And Ashish is a terrific battler. We always have great games. And it's a interesting lead, right? Malamar has access to that superpower, which is going to threaten to one-shot us. So we're going to have to keep that in mind. He throws it instantly. So I know this is the superpower. And he's probably going to dip out into something. And he dips out into Dugong. So I'm going to counter swap my Charjabug. I think we got a raid from Tho there. Shout out to Tho Technical. Shout out to It's Axon as well. He raided us and my friend Pokemango. We had a triple raid. It was one of probably the most fun stream days we've had in some time. So once again, I encourage you to follow us over there. And this is going to be a longer video. I've got like a little over 2 sets, I think. So as we used to say in the past, sit back, grab a snack, and pause the video and enjoy if you want. I've got my coffee here. It's been a while since I've had a warm cup of coffee in a video, but Charjabug going to maintain the alignment here. Ashish could have shielded if he wanted to, but decided to let it go and get the mud shot down with Quag. Now, this is pretty scary. We know there's a Malamar, right? We know there's a Malamar, so we're actually going to come in here with Sandslash against Quag, even though it's not a great matchup. And we grab a Protect Shield with the Drill Run. I'm going to let this go. I was anticipating Stone Edge, honestly, but he actually goes for the Aqua Tail. And at this stage, Azumarill has a lot of work to do. We're going to put up the Protect Shield, hope he doesn't bait us here. And we do correctly call the Stone Edge. That's nice. We're going to go for the Play Rough here. Play Rough will not quite knock out, but it'll put Quagsire quite low. And then he's forced to swap in the Malamar. Malamar still has a Protect Shield to hide behind. I'm going to go directly for the Ice Beam. Oh, yeah, there you see the back-to-back raids with that graphic on screen. And now Malamar going to start firing off charge attacks. This is getting pretty dicey, right? Foul play chunking, Psy Waves chunking, another attack coming through. I'm just going to try and get off this Ice Beam as soon as possible. As soon as possible against the Malamar. And I'm going to look to pivot out into Sandslash. I get 1 Powder Snow worth of damage off and force him to expend his energy. Can we get the bubble down before we get mud shot down? Azumarill hangs on with 1 HP. And what a win to start off the video. And I think if I hadn't swapped the Sandslash, he would have actually been able to get that mud shot down. But that 1 Powder Snow off the switch allowed us to win the game. So a pretty crazy win there. Great game to Ashish. Now we're playing against Joey here. Sandslash versus Shadow Sandslash. And he's going to immediately pivot into Marowak. Now, I could immediately go Azumarill here, but what I found in the past is if I go immediately into Azumarill, sometimes what ends up happening is they'll like try to 2-shield their way through this and flip switch, or if they get like shields down, then they get a farm down on Azu, and it's really bad for me because all that energy on Sandslash could be really menacing. So I decided to get the shield advantage first, but I did take a lot of damage on my Sandslash in the process, so that's not ideal by any means. We're gonna go for the Ice Beam now before they get to another Bone Club, and that is gonna knock out. Expecting Sandslash to come in. At least, since this is a Shadow, we are chunking with this bubble damage and this Play Rough, and it doesn't look like he can even Powder Snow me down, so that's one positive here. But the negative is this Sandslash is generating so much energy. I gotta let Azumarill go at this point. He's got 2 charge attacks, and this knocks us out. I'm going to come in with Charjabug. I think I'm going to come in a turn late or something there because it seemed like he did 4 and through, and I didn't get a sneak, so that's unfortunate. Drill Run connects. We still have both of our Protect shields. Got a shield at some point here. And now the Sandslash should be pretty much dry. Ice Punch. Grabs our shield. We've got the double X-Scissor. But here's the problem is I think they can just afford to take this second X-Scissor and then probably Mud Slap down our Sandslash first. So we're going for this Powder Snow down. And we try to get the damage registration error. And then credit to our opponent, a brilliant play by them not throwing their energy unnecessarily. Instead, they went for that singular Mud Slap to do more damage. And then that allowed their Sandslash to Powder Snow us down first. So a really close game there. We had a 1 HP in a dream win, and then more like a 2 HP in a dream loss in that game number 2. Well played. Seemed like there was probably a way to win that. Maybe if I had just gone straight Azu into K-Whack, that would have been a lot better. But if he flips that matchup, then we're in a lot of trouble. So hindsight's 2020. Good matchup here against Shadow Drapion. Going to go for the Drill Run here. And this will threaten to knock out. So usually grabs a shield. I have had people like call the Ice Punch bait in the past though. So it's kind of a guessing game. You got to follow the Rise rule of baiting, right? Aqua Tail. Ooh, I remember this game. We actually had the sports commentary redemption, I believe, for this battle, which I think I'll post as a short. Crunch connects. Now we're going to go for the Ice Punch. Doesn't look like we're going to survive that Poison Sting coming through, so have to settle for the Ice Punch here. And now I'm going to come with a Zoomerol. He already revealed that he didn't have Sludge Bomb, so we know we can take this no problem. We are up a Protect Shield, but he does have the switch advantage, and he does debuff us. So I'm going to switch, clear my debuff, and lucky for us, they're not switching, which signifies they're probably double weak to Charjabug. And Charjabug catching opponents by surprise. They forgot he existed. They forgot the little bug existed. He's a box. He's a bug. He's a Charjabug. And they are going to throw another charge attack here. We are going to shield it up, sensing that our Charjabug is a problem for our opponent, and they are going to top left out of here. Let me know what you think was in back. People were suggesting probably either Feraligatr or Drifblim. I think I might air out a few times here. See if I need to skip ahead a little bit. Yeah, I have to restart my app. Oh, sorry, went a little too far. Now we should be finding someone, I believe. Any fellow coffee drinkers in the comment section, let me know. Here we go. It's going to be Dunsparce. So Dunsparce, pretty safe against our team. We don't really have a great answer. But Sandslash, especially the non-Shadow variant, can very much hold its own here. Because we can afford to take one Drill Run without going down. And the Ice Punch connects. They farmed up a lot, so they're actually going to throw on alignment, which is nice for us. I know I can take the Drill Run, get off another Ice Punch here. And he's going to be inclined to throw soon. Oh, he actually shields. So I make a catch here onto my Charjabug, hoping that he doesn't go for a big brain Rock Slide play. So we catch a Drill Run, which is quite nice. And in comes Annihilate as the counter swap. This is not bad at all for Charjabug. And I was kind of hoping, right, with a Dunsparce lead, maybe that was one of his better Charjabug answers. Sensing I can probably withstand a Rage Fist here, since this Annihilate has not boosted, I'm going to let this go and still be able to get off my Discharge. And if he lets the Annihilate go, I kind of want to pivot here. I don't want to give him free farm. Oh, but I take it back. We kind of have to give him free farm because we don't want Azu on the Serperior. So we're going to use the remaining health we have left on Sandslash to try and clean up here. But this is getting pretty scary, especially if we get farmed down by Serperior. Yeah, this is looking quite scary. He's got so much energy. He's got 2 charge attacks already. And I'm shielding my super low Sandslash because I have to. He's not in Ice Beam range yet. So I have to shield He makes a beautiful catch on Dunsparce. I wasn't sure, like, if I wanted to undercharge this or not. I decided to undercharge to give my Azu, like, a little bit of an energy lead here. You could argue, like, I shouldn't have undercharged because I'm taking a drill run anyway by undercharging. So, like, I don't know what the better course of action would have been. But it does let us get to this Ice Beam a little bit quicker. This is going to connect. Is it going to be enough? I don't think so. But it puts Serperior really low. Serperior with a big overfarm, and it comes down to this. Does Serperior have Frenzy Plant plus Aerial Ace? No, it doesn't. Sandslash with 1 Powder Snow knocks it out, and we get the win. GG. And I think that was a 4-1 set. Let's go. Very nice. We catch a little Fletchling. Don't know what Rise is waiting for here to collect his reward. I'm not going to skip ahead because I want to see what the ELO goes to after this 4-1. I forget it was... Okay, 2778. Very nice. And it's on to the next one. Mormon Matt, shout out to him. Really cool guy. I'm a big Mormon Matt fan. Sandslash into Morpeko. So, one thing I always preach, right, is building up to the more threatening charge attack because you want to at least bait it. But the thing with Morpeko is it's so frail. I just go directly for the Ice Punch because I almost want to connect an Ice Punch to do some damage. I take the Aura Wheel, which is not good at all. I'm about to get Thundershock down, and I can't let that happen, or this Morpeko might just sweep our entire team. So we're going to pivot straight into Charjabug. Luckily for us, doesn't seem like Mormon Matt has a great response to the Charjabug, so he's staying in. We're going to fire off the X-Scissor here, expecting Morpeko to probably put up a Protect Shield. And Morpeko, Thundershocking away. I know this is double boosted. This Aura Wheel's going to do a lot, but it is resisted, so at least I should be able to survive. And we are just going to get rid of this Morpeko. Get it off my screen, Charjabug. So now this is all up to Azumarill. Azumarill and a shield against 2 Pokemon. Can Azumarill do it? Well, it's going to be tough. Drapion here, we see first. And if he has Sludge Bomb, he has Sludge Bomb. I lose. But so we have to make the call that they're not running Sludge Bomb. I'm going to do 3 bubbles, throw the Play Rough here. This won't be enough to knock out, but it should put Drapion quite low. And then Mormon Matt, I think, makes maybe a slight mistake here. Because if he had thrown the Crunch, like, I may have been forced to shield it. And then he could have come in with Jumpluff. But he saved the energy, which kind of puts him behind now. So now he's forced to throw an Aerial Ace here. I come in with Charjabug. And I'm going to get this full farm down. And I'm just hoping, as I'm trying to... someone's calling me on Discord. I'm just hoping I have more than 1 HP. I do have more than 1 HP. And Charjabug is going to get off the winning X-Scissor here. In a really close game. Got a little bit fortunate there. I'm sure if Mormon Matt had that one back, he probably would have been able to beat us. But sometimes you're able to pull off some shenanigans. I've definitely been on the other side. Where I'm like, man, if I played that game like 9 more times, I'd probably win all 9, but we were lucky to scrape away with the win there. Oh, sorry. Next opponent, Bibarel. How cute. Bibarel's a fan favorite. People love the bibs. We're going to throw after 7 here for proper timing. And I think I actually tried to catch on Azumarill here. I'm unsuccessful, but he fires Hyper Fang off anyway. Would have been nice to catch a Surf, of course, but Azumarill's bulky. It can withstand the Hyper Fang, and I'm totally cool with this because Jumpluff, the Energy Ball is not going to even one-shot us. So at this point, I think I might even be able to get to double Ice Beam before Energy Ball plus Aerial Ace. Let's see. I've got the Ice Beam loaded. Does he have Energy Ball plus Aerial Ace? He does. So I'm going to let this go. Not sure if it's going to knock out or not. It's going to be really close. It does knock me out, but that's almost better in a sense because this gives me a huge farm with Sandslash. And Sandslash can, of course, withstand this. Just an Aerial Ace as well. Beautiful. Expecting Bibarel to probably come back. Has some residual energy on that Bibarel. And we are going to go for the Drill Run here. And then we are going to go for a nice little play here. We grab the Protect Shield, we do 1 Powder Snow, and we catch while sneaking a Volt Switch through. That Volt Switch is some valuable damage to Bibarel. Surf connects. In comes Drapion. I mean, not the best matchup for Charjabug by any means, but we are up a Protect Shield, so this is looking okay. X-Scissor connects, and they're going to fire off a Charge Attack here. I have the X-Scissor loaded, so I decide to shield to try and get it off, but I lose the Charge Attack priority. I'm hoping I withstand an Aqua Tail from this range, so I'm not going to shield. And here you could argue I make a slight misplay by not undercharging, but I think I was concerned that the switch timer might already be up, in which case I would just be unnecessarily undercharging. So we throw one Powder Snow before we're at double. This all comes down to whether Bibarel has 2 attacks right now. It fires off the first. We have the Ice Punch loaded. Does Bibarel have 2 charge attacks? No, it does not. Sandslash gets off the attack, and that is going to be a G to the G, knocking out Bibarel. I would assume Bibarel wins charge attack priority, right? Like, I think of it as very high attack, so there's no way they had 2 in my mind. Another win on the board. Rise is waiting. Maybe he's reading chat. Oh, I think I actually someone banned Azu. Someone bans Azu at some point in this video, and I actually like didn't see it, so I illegally ran the Azu for a game. Sue me. Don't actually. Sandslash versus Dugong, being run by Mountain Dugong. Shout out to Mountain Dugong, friend of the channel. Super nice guy. We're going to swap in Charjabug, and he counterswaps Gastro. Not the worst matchup in the world here for Charjabug, because you're only taking neutral from the Mud Slaps, and you're going to outpace, because Body Slam is not super threatening. So we get to these X-Scissors relatively quickly. Takes Gastro a little while to get to that Earth Power. And I'm going to put up a Protect Shield here, hoping I can shield Earth Power. And if my counts are correct, this shouldn't be another one. This should just be a Body Slam, which I can survive. I want to keep my eye on that top right to make sure I get off a charge attack here. It is the Corsola. Might have been better for me to save that discharge for the Dugong. But we're going to be forced to pivot Azumarill here. This is looking kind of tough, because if you remember, we unsuccessfully tried to catch. So that Dugong has a ton of energy stored, and our Sandslash does not want to eat a Drill Run, that's for sure. Drill Run's going to really hurt. So in comes, or not yet. Corsola's actually going to fire off another Nightshade here. And I didn't Protect Shield because I kind of wanted to save it, and a really smart play from Mountain Dugong. I anticipated the swap, so I threw Play Rough instantly. He also anticipated that, so he threw immediately with the Dugong. You see it already had 2 charge attacks worth of energy. I'm going to put up my final Protect Shield, but we are down 2 Protect Shields now. This is looking pretty tough. Unless maybe we can catch on Charjabug. That could be our only potential win condition. Drill Run gets Protect Shielded. Would probably be a good opportunity to bait the Ice Punch here, but it just seems really risky. Drill Run grabs the second Protect Shield, and he throws on Alignment. Kind of smart. A time when I'm probably not going to anticipate he throws, and as you're going to see here, Drill Run coming through, it's not even going to be quite enough to knock out the Dugong. Dugong hangs on, and unfortunately our Charjabug is just a little bit too low, where I think the Corsola is going to be able to farm down first. And that 4-turn versus 3-turn is why that happened. So 2 Astonishes knock out the Charjabug before 2 Voltors go through. Great game to Mountain Dugong. Super close. Diggersby lead. Diggersby a little bit awkward. And there you see the Drifblim pivot. Azu has been banned. Someone gifted us up. I think it was TZ Spence. Shout out to TZ. Another super nice guy. And now we are Sandslash against Diggersby. Not that bad of a matchup, by the way, for Diggersby. Fire Punch, double super effective. Look at that damage. In comes Drapion. And now I'm really wishing that I shielded the Fire Punch, because I'm forced to shield an Aqua Tail, right? Would have much rather shielded the Fire Punch than Aqua Tail. So I'm going to bait Ice Punch here. I do grab the Protect Shield, and I go for a catch on my Charjabug. It seemed like he had time to react, but I actually still am able to catch the Aqua Tail, so I got a little bit lucky there. And I know he's probably just going to swap Diggersby after this, so I'm just going to let Charjabug go, essentially sacrificing it. X-Scissor immediately. Diggersby's going to absorb this X-Scissor, no problem. And this is going to be kind of tough. Hopefully I can get off another X-Scissor before going down. That's huge for Charjabug. So we're going to be able to get rid of this Diggersby. But we don't know what's in the back yet. We don't know what's in the back yet. And it's going to be... Let's see... Ooh, Corsola. Not great. Because we get outpaced to the double Nightshade here. So this is looking pretty rough. I'm going to put up a Protect Shield. In comes Drapion, and I actually throw the Ice Punch here, and then I'm like, wait a sec, I need to undercharge this, because if I knock this out, I just get farmed down and I lose. So I undercharge, forcing Drapion to throw energy. And does this open up any sort of win condition? We get the farm down with Drift Money. And you know what? This was really unfortunate because we go for the Icy Wind bait and they call it. So if we had simply gone for the Shadow Ball, we actually would have won the game. Really brutal loss. It's always the worst, right? When it's like a very clear cut, if you did one separate thing, you would have won the game. Just one different decision would have clearly won the game. So always tough to lose that way, but credit to the opponent. Great call by them, thinking that I would bait there. And yeah, just can't be too hard on yourself in those situations because it is just like a 50-50 coin flip basically. And the opponent made the correct call. If we'd gone for Shadow Ball with the shield up, we win. But if you look at it the other way, right? If I go for Shadow Ball and they shield, you could say, Rise, why didn't you bait? If you bait, you win. So that's why you can't be too hard on yourself in those situations. Just made the wrong 50-50 call there. And I think we have a few more battles to round out this video. Hope you guys have enjoyed these battles so far. I feel like these were some pretty good ones. Some pretty high-level stuff. I'm getting some Discord messages. And let's go. Sandslash, Drifblim, Charjabug. 3 kind of like secondary, third. Should I say like tertiary? Is that the correct term? Tertiary meta. Like third tier type Pokemon that we were able to find some success with in this set. So let's lock in. I think we probably got 2 more battles, maybe 3 at most. And can we cross that 2,800 barrier? We're right there. 2,800 would be nice way to end. Here we go. Next opponent. Terrific lead. Terrific lead. Let's see what they swap into. Feraligatr. So I'm going to swap Charjabug here. And I'm already thinking, okay, what I don't want to happen is give him like an unnecessary advantage out of this matchup. So I'm just going to go for shield advantage here. I'm not necessarily going to play out the full 2-shield scenario. But I do want to get shields down because what I'm thinking now is I can X-Scissor here. And this will probably grab the final Protect Shield so he can flip switch. But now his Jumpluff will be shieldless. His Jumpluff will be shieldless against my Drifblim. So Drifblim's going to get a farm down here. He does get the final shield back, which is unfortunate. But Jumpluff comes in. Remember, Jumpluff did have energy, so it's going to be able to Aerial Ace us here. I'm still going to throw on proper timing here. Don't want to get too greedy. We throw after 1 Astonish. Or I should say maybe like, don't want to get sloppy. And now we got to be careful here, because what we don't want to happen is get sniped by something. So I think I maybe made a mistake here. I go for the Icy Wind as opposed to the Shadow Ball that I could have reached, and I swap. But I did have energy from earlier against Sandslash, so I have to throw after 7. He's right at the Earth Power, and because we throw on proper timing, we have the double Ice Punch here, and this is going to knock out the Gastrodon. Let's go, baby. Ice Punch knocks out. And 1 Powder Snow to take out Jumpluff. Might have even been running Water Pulse because that wasn't even a charge attack priority, and he should have had Earth Power. So I guess it's possible he was running Water Pulse, and that's why he didn't throw. Water Pulse actually makes sense because if you're running Jumpluff and you see like a Talonflame lead, you might want to safe swap Gastro and then actually have the Water Pulse to like catch them by surprise. So I could definitely see Water Pulse on that Gastrodon. Next battle. Who we got? Okay, Sandslash into Diggersby. We saw this matchup before. And I remembered last time, right? I kind of regretted not shielding the Fire Punch. So let's see if we play this differently this time. Ice Punch connects. Diggersby going to fire off an attack. This time I'm going to Protect Shield. Because last time we didn't shield, and then they swapped Drapion, and we were forced to shield Aqua Tail. So we play it differently this time. Ice Punch. I was expecting him to, like, catch this, but no. He just lets me get it off. And he actually just lets Diggersby go. Just takes the shield advantage. I'm going to pivot here right away. Do not want to give this Annihilate a big farm on my Sandslash. And I just throw Icy Wind immediately, pretty much. Just trying to put the pressure on. Even though that was not proper timing, sometimes you just want to get that move off as soon as possible in the right situations. And then this totally catches me off guard. Shadow Ball connects. Was not expecting that. Not going to reach the Shadow Ball here, so I'm forced to just go for Icy Wind. But this looks really good, honestly. Because we can debuff this Toxapex while it's locked in here. I think I lag a turn, unfortunately. That's all right. And as long as we preserve our Charjabug, we should be in a great spot. The reason I come in with Sandslash against the Toxapex is because we know there's an Annihilate, right? So this is our best course of action, our best use of the Sandslash at this point is against the Toxapex. And we're just going to sacrifice it, I would presume. Yeah. Sacrifice it. We're expecting Ape to maybe swap in. So we come in with Charjabug, get the Volt Switch down, and up a shield. That is game, set, and match. Was that the final battle, or do we have one more? Let's see. This will be the final battle of the video. There's only 2 minutes left in the footage, so I don't know if we even find a battle here, if it like cuts off or something. We're waiting. We're waiting, Rise. Okay. Final battle. Okay. Sandslash into Goodra. Terrific lead. Amazing lead. And they are staying in, which signifies they're probably double weak to Sandslash. Sandslash catching us some great leads in this set. Allowing our back Pokemon to thrive. They're going to fire off an attack here. I'm not really forced to Protect Shield this. I go one over expecting a catch, and he catches anyway onto Azumarill. But this is okay, because we can just swap in Charjabug, so a nice catch. But Charjabug is not going to mind this matchup at all. Fire off the Discharge here after 5 Volt Switches. 20 turns. And I figure Azumarill probably gets the 2 charge attacks here, so I actually decide to put up a Protect Shield. Because I kind of want to go for a farm down here and come out with energy. I figure that energy could be threatening. They don't even reach a second charge attack. That's amazing for us. I've got the double X-Scissor. Goodra still doesn't quite have a charge attack yet. Double X-Scissor connects. Or I should say the second X-Scissor should connect after the shields are down. I go for a quick snipe with Driftbloom. And a very dominant win to end off the set. And, yeah, I think we're going to fast forward here as we collect the set. It was a 3-2, and hopefully this puts us over that 2,800 mark. Stunfisk is the reward. And we claim the rank, and it is 2807, as you see. So a nice climb with the Charjabug. A Pokemon that we've seen a lot in the past. If I go here, oh, I've got the graphics still. But a nice Pokemon that we've seen a lot of in the past. Finding a bit of footing again in the meta with lots of water types and some flyers roaming around, as well as Annihilate. So Charjabug, is it back? Let me know in the comment section. If you guys enjoyed this video, feel free to leave a like, subscribe to the channel. If you're new around here, comment down below. All comments are appreciated. And all that said, thank you so much for watching. Send me your battles if you want them featured on the channel, especially for the Color Cup, which is now debuting in the Go Battle League. And all that said, thank you again. I hope to see you in the next one. Peace.